Close your eyes and imagine standing on a cliff as a storm approaches. The wind bites, the sky darkens, and foaming waves crash below. You cannot stop the storm, but you can choose how to stand. Today, we explore a truth that changes how we live, what we can control, and what we cannot. Stoicism teaches a simple but life-altering distinction. Some things are within our control, and many things are not. You control your judgments, your choices, your effort, and your attention. These are yours to shape. But the actions of others, the weather, outcomes you hope for, these lie beyond your grasp. When we learn this truth deeply, our energy flows toward what matters most, the life we can shape.
The MonkeySage.
There was a river, known for laughter in the pebbled shallows where children skipped stones. But a great monsoon came, and the river swelled beyond its banks. Fields were lost, and crops devastated. The villagers argued about walls and machinery, but Mira and her neighbors did something else. They planted rows of saplings along the river's edge, tiny roots seeking soil, small hope against a force of nature. When the rains returned, the trees slowed the water. They did not stop the flood, but they softened its rage. This is Stoic cooperation, acting on what is within reach, not on what lies beyond power. Daniel, a devoted professional violinist, boarded a late train and left behind his bow. It was not just an object, it was the bow, an extension of his soul. Without it, he felt lost. He was furious. Anger clouded his mind, but then came a quieter thought. If I turn this into a catastrophe, I ruin more than my bow. I ruin my peace. He called the station and waited. And while waiting, Daniel practiced without the bow, focusing on breath and posture instead. Then the station called back. Someone had found it. But by the time the bow returned, undamaged, he had learned a softer way of listening to his own music. Here are 5 practices you can use today to live Stoic wisdom. First, the morning intention. Close your eyes. Imagine small obstacles, challenges you might meet, delays, rudeness, things you value being damaged. Not to worry, but to prepare. Say silently, I can control my response. Second, the pause. When you start getting irritated, take a deep breath and ask, is this within my control? Third, the evening journal. Before you go to sleep, reflect on what worked today and what you can improve tomorrow. Fourth, negative visualization. Once a week, imagine impermanence. Nothing is permanent. Your loved ones, your possessions, your career, even yourself. This practice increases appreciation for the present and decreases panic when changes arrive. It brings gratitude and courage. And lastly, action on the controllables. For one worry, list what you can act on and take a small step now. Practice brings these truths into your life. Stoicism is often misunderstood as cold or distant, but in relationships, it cultivates deep presence. Love without trying to control the other. Speak honestly. Give freely. Allow growth. In grief, Stoicism does not ask you to withhold tears. It honors sorrow while guiding your heart to remember what you can still do. How you can honor memory with love and living. Truth paired with compassion becomes courage. As the storm passes, you remain not untouched, but steadier. Stoic wisdom teaches not to command the world, but to steward your inner life with wisdom and love. Commit to one practice this week. Notice how it changes you. And let your steady presence become a light for others.
The MonkeySage.